Hey everyone, watch this video and be entered to win a cash prize in our weekly raffle. Click below for details.
Welcome back everybody, Chapter 5, Mishna 22. If you were with us last week, we kind of ran out of time. And so I'm going to try to merge the idea that I wanted to say last week into this Mishnah as well. Last week we were talking about Mishnah 21, about all the different ages that we have. And it's very important to realize that every moment is crucial. I was thinking about, for bad or for good. So I happen to be recording this today on September 11th. And I remember, of course, when, the Twin Towers were attacked. And I just remember how in a moment, everything changed. I wasn't there, but in a moment, everything changed. Everything changed for those people, unfortunately. Everything changed for the entire state, for the relations between different countries, for the security in airports around the world. Everything changed in a moment. And really everything can change in a moment, for bad or for good, right? Think about when someone says something to you, a compliment. It can change your day in a moment, or you to someone else. If someone says, I forgive you, after some difficult ordeal you've had between you, that changes everything in one moment. You're winning the lottery, it can change everything in a moment, right? Moments are crucial, all right? All of our days are just created of, 86,400 moments. And let's not let any of them go to waste. Additionally, as I'm not that old, but I'm not so young anymore. I have seen different parts of the Torah. I have seen different parts of the Torah become more, not relevant. I've understood them more as I've gotten older. And that's what we were talking about in last week's Mishnah, 20, 30, and 40. There is just a developmental shift that happens when you hit these different ages, 50, 60, etc., that you now, different parts of the Torah start becoming more relevant to you. It was always relevant, but now it's like, oh, I finally get it. I've caught up with that part of wisdom in the Torah. So Ben Bagbag in our Mishnah today, Ben Bagbag used to say, I'm just going to read in English, turn it over again and again, the Torah, for everything's in it. Look into it, become gray and old therein, and do not move away from it, for you have no better portion than it. And I'm blessed to say that I've spent many years learning the Torah, and there really is so much more depth. And when I was 10, I was like, oh, I get it all. I remember when I was 24, and I was like, I kind of feel like I've learned it all already in the Torah. And I was like, obviously it's a 24-year-old level thought. Now at 37, I'm realizing oh my gosh, I'm never, ever going to be able to plumb the depths of the Torah. There's just so much wisdom, and some of it I can only understand now that I'm older, and I now know that when I'm 50, when I'm 60, there's going to be even different parts of the Torah that I understand more, and different ways of living life. And I'll just take an example. Patience. I have learned now, as older than when I was, 10 years ago, the benefit of patience and how to have patience. Patience is one of God's character traits that we're supposed to emulate. So the takeaway really here, I think, is that even if something in the Torah doesn't make sense to you right now, keep turning it over. You will change over time, and you will have a greater understanding of what it is, and there's always something relevant for our lives to learn from it. That is 3 minutes. See you next week.
Thanks for watching. Reminder to share your 1 to 2 sentence takeaway from this video to be entered to win a cash prize in our weekly raffle. Click below for details.